Dude, that was getting me. I'm kind of envisioning. I'm envisioning the day my father passes, and I listen to this song and just weep. But the thing is, I still have the gift of having him around, so let's use this as a warning to make sure we have the experiences we we wish we had. No, seriously, dude. I'm like imagining this day where again I have to listen to this song because I'm so sad, and I'm crying already just thinking about it. Songs with powerful lyrics are meant to make us better people, and they're meant to inspire in us a sense of action to do the things that to make sure that we don't regret anything. Oh, that was beautiful, dude. Very powerful song. When it's Grammys, when it's awards, I'm going through the comments, dude, and I just hear all these experiences of people missing their dads, and it's breaking my heart. Oh, so I failed to say it. This video was sponsored by Stu Hornsby. Thank you so much, sir. Mainly thank you for the experience of listening to this. I'm thinking a lot, so thank you.
Randall always picks songs that are going to make me cry. I think he if you go back and look at some of the songs he suggested, they're really good picks. There are a lot of things I liked about this. Number one, his vocals, incredible. I really liked him. And he just physically reminds me of like Phil Collins. Maybe I'm just stretching that a bit, but I also think, it's the 80s. It's just had that synth vibe at the beginning. I thought the video was really well produced. Older, of course, but visually interesting all the way. The cutbacks from, the father and his child sort of experiencing life together and then going to visit, the dad's father's grave with his kid, and the kid just sort of walking away at some point. I think this must have been shot somewhere in the UK or Ireland, just given all the hedgerows, the aerial shots of that, and the coastline here. Dead giveaway. But I also loved the two choruses that were going there. So you had the children's choir, and then a stark contrast, you had some, adults, older adults. And I thought that fit with a theme of this song, which is, don't wait until it's too late. Please have those conversations with your parents right now or your grandparents right now while you can. It can be about something serious, about past trauma or bitterness, but it also can just be about shared memories and loving times and just letting them know how appreciative you are. And I think this goes beyond that, and it's to anyone in your life that you have relied on at some point that is, a little older. I think it's worth, having a great conversation with them, potentially recording it if they're okay with that. And just so you can sort of treasure that. So many people carry around incredible stories from their, past ancestry, their memories of their fathers and their grandparents. And a lot of that's just lost in time once they pass away. And you can't get that back. You can't get that back. And that's something I've tried to be a little bit more cognizant these last couple years, is that it's really those small memories that keep their memory intact and tethered to this world once they're gone. Anyways, I just wanted to get that out here because this song was very thought-provoking and very, very emotional, evocative. Thanks again, Randall. Man, you really know how to pick them. And thanks to everyone that watched this video. I really appreciate hearing your commentary in the comment section. It helps me out a lot.
Ooh,
Making my eyes water there.
what a powerful song.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Whew. All right. Thanks so much for that one. What a beautiful dedication.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I miss my daddy every single day, man. I tell y'all, man, this is a journey, man. I'm glad we're on the journey together. I'm glad we're healing and grieving together, man. We want to thank the homie Duck for that amazing request. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. And if y'all have any...
Wow.
I can definitely say this without any question that this is my new favorite oldie, but newie. I just made a word for this. It's fine.
Oh,
but
man.
the video itself, the song, his voice is so awesome. I
Yeah.
love his voice. He's got an awesome voice, and the way he sings, that was so beautiful. It was just so like pleasant to my ear every time he would hit those notes, and just like he had that nice form of like rasp, like a bluesy, I can't really describe it, but he had that sweet, like, I just love that. I love that tone of his voice, the combined with the chorus and of people singing in the background. It was just such a powerful message of a song, and the video was so sweet. It looked like him with his sons to the next generation. What a perfect thing to symbolize what he's singing about.
I resonated with that so much. Just the imagery, the lyrics.
Yeah.
Man, the sound of it, just, it really was nostalgic and gave me like, it just put me at ease. You know, it made me feel like I did when I was a kid listening to this similar sound of music, you know. I don't think that this song would have really hit me the same way as a kid. When you hear it as a kid, it speaks to the song, you know. You don't really think about these things sometimes until it's too late.
Yeah.
You don't come to these perspectives until it's too late, and that's where songs like this come from. That's where the inspiration, I'm sure, came to him for this song when writing these lyrics. You know, it's especially with your parents, him just not being there when his dad passed away. It just, I resonate with all of that so much. His son standing there, and what makes, like, we just had a newborn daughter nearly 2 years ago. She's just over a year and a half, and you know, my dad's never gonna get to meet her, but I see him in her, and it's just, I don't know, it's a crazy thing to think about. Even my teenage sons, they were very little, they barely remember him, and I just have to do my best now to let them know, like, hey, that little characteristic that's showing in you right now, it comes from your grandpa. You know, it's that was a very cool song. I enjoyed it very much.
I definitely did. I feel like it, just the lyrics of the song, I feel like you could definitely resonate with. I mean, everybody can resonate with it. You can take different parts of your life, not specifically your dad passing away. It could be different things in your life that are going on, but yeah, it could resonate with everyone. And I love the connectivity of music. When you find something like this, a song like this that just resonates, and it just connects people and makes us realize that we're not all that different. We all go through the same situations, and we can all just be there for each other. I feel like that's an awesome message to put out there.
Not only is he my name twin, but also just wrote some lyrics that speak to my heart.
Yep.
So I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was awesome. Very good recommendation. I can't believe I have not heard that song. That's such a good song. I like his voice a lot. I would definitely look forward to hearing more of Mike and the Mechanics.
I think, I don't remember hearing it at all, but I think that even if I would have heard this in my younger years, even 10 years ago, I would have just not really listened to it. I resonate with these lyrics right now. You know, like, even the day that my dad passed away, I wouldn't have resonated with this because it hadn't truly sunk in, and I didn't take that perspective yet of just appreciating it. It took some time for me to really look back and appreciate these things about him that I resented at one point. And so yeah, right now at 36, I really, really, really resonate with this song, and I don't think it would have always been like this.
No,
I could have heard this at 10 or 20 years old, and it would have just went over my head.
Yeah, nothing would have happened from it. Wouldn't have the same effect. I think everything happens for a reason.
Oof.
Lyrics. Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father held so dear. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thought, stilted conversations. I'm afraid that's all we've got. You say you just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense. Say it loud. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. So we open up a quarrel between the present and the past. We only sacrifice the future. It's the bitterness that lasts. So don't yield to the fortunes you sometimes see as fate. It may have new perspective on a different day. And if you don't give up and don't give in, you may just be okay. Say it loud. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away. I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Say it loud. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to
All right, baby. What did you think of that song? Mike and the Mechanics, The Living Years.
I think the message behind it was like really nice, very emotional. You had to like, I was really, really, really focused in on the lyrics on that one.
Yeah.
You know, I have to admit sometimes I just kind of miss over them a little bit if I'm just like, there's a lot going on in the video and things like that. But that was really touching.
I think it's a beautiful song. I have a hard time with songs of this generation, you know, like old songs that I would consider old, right? Because of my age, where the men vocalists, and I appreciate male vocalists because they sound like males and they're not being too crazy, but
Yeah.
I always like it, like immediately takes me to like Phil Collins or, you know, a different.
You do say that a lot.
It's
You're
just
like Phil Collins.
It's Phil Collins, you guys.
They're all Phil Collins.
They're all Phil Collins.
Yeah,
and
this I would say I thought that this was going to be a lot like farther. I thought it was like more 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
It was definitely older than I thought, but
I'm actually kind of bummed that it wasn't.
yeah.
Just because like the way that music was just like played out back then, you know, with the drums, like it all sounds kind of the samey.
Yeah.
You know, with just the style
It's very similar.
or just the recording technology that was back then. But yeah, I thought it's tough because like I wasn't really close with my dad, so I don't have like that
Yeah.
same kind of.
I think definitely like there's particular songs about stuff like that that hits home a little bit more to us. And yeah, neither one of us had a relationship with our dad. I think that one line, I can't even remember what it was that he said that got me, put it into perspective. I think just like, you know, I'm thinking about like my grandpa and my mom and like now my son and you know, like that's what made me so emotional, but that's hard.
Yeah. So this was something unexpected. I didn't think we were going to go that far back in time to listen to a song. I'm one of those people that I like new. I like with TV shows, I don't like going back to old movies just because like CGI or, you know, just the production isn't quite up to today's standards. And that's kind of how I feel about music too.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I don't, you know, my mom listened to like stuff like 70s and 80s music a lot. I never liked those. I did like stuff like 20s through 50s though. I could listen to that on my own time, but like 70s and 80s, I don't know, just not really. Like I did enjoy this song, but it's not something that I would be like, I want to listen to that song. If that makes sense. Yeah.
And I didn't hear it in passing. I've never heard the song before.
The very like one chorus part where they were like the say it loud, say it proud part, that part seemed a little bit familiar, but none of the rest did. Yeah. And I don't know if I just heard it maybe in a movie or something, but there's a little bit of recognition there. It sounds like our baby woke up, so yeah, we should probably cut this so I can go get him.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching.